What makes a build high quality? I'd say it's similar to what makes anything high quality. Starts with a solid foundation and builds up from there, adding layers to enhance the base. That's what we're doing today. We're going to add more layers to our excellent base. So, there's a few things I want to do. First is bushes. This will add some color, some texture, and a few things that kind of break up the ground. Also, it's going to help define our path. That's the first thing I want to do. We're going to add some bushes. We're going to enhance the path. Next is the river. This is actually going to get a little bit difficult because the river, we have to kind of define the shape, make it look good, but at the same time, make it so it's navigatable. This is what I usually use as my normal base. It can't kind of get in the way of my normal movement. I still want it to look good. I think we could add some fun decorations to it, kind of make it look cool, but still be usable. And then third, we need a portal. And the portal, well, we need to find a place to put it. We may end up putting it here. I also need to, because we want it in a place that's going to be useful to get to the top of the nether. But we also need to leave some room because I need to put in some sort of item storage solution. We are running out of space very quickly, and well, yeah, it's definitely happening. And with a plan of making a very large scale build coming up, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need lots of space to store a lot of materials. So I don't think I'll put the item sorter, work on the item sorter in this video, but we're gonna work on enhancing our area here. So it's gonna be something else to get all of this done. Gotta work on the path. Maybe if I have time, work on the slime farm. Not anything functional, but more decorative. I think right now it looks pretty nice. So guys, those are the plans. Let's get to it. I can see I've collected plenty of mangrove bushes, mangrove leaves. That's what we're going to be using to design our base. Add some stuff in. I think this will add a nice set of color, break up some of these shapes. Add a little bit of, let's see, this is my silk touch, so I can give and take as much as I want. We're just gonna we're not gonna have like a super defined plan here. Actually, now that I think about it, I want to put these here. They're easily accessible from my hotkeys. I don't even know quite exactly what I'm gonna do, but we'll just kind of throw stuff in, see what works, see what doesn't. That's part of the fun. Of course, I could also get some vines. Would be nice. Oh, I already had shears here. Didn't even notice them. Alright, so we got some shears. Oh, where's the vines? I do have a few vines, but we can collect them as we go. Being in this mangrove forest gives me access to all the vines I want. So we can just add this in. Seeing we can't add them on top. I think that look good. So it can be not just regular bushes, but kind of like a viney bush. And then leads to that. This is the other problem, is the river. I was thinking of putting the river, opening this up, putting the river kind of going into here a little bit. So I don't know if I I almost think I need to work on the river first, since that's going to be a major... it's going to be a major thing to work around. So, when working with water and making rivers, I found a secret weapon, and it is called Kelp Blocks. So working with rivers, or any sort of water, I found a secret weapon to help you with it is the lowly kelp block. It has so many uses, but one is to stop you from help you make a normal running water source into a source water block. And I'll show you that right now. And I'll show you it. Well, actually, let's sleep first. Unfortunately, zombies have decided to show up. Let me take care of this. Alright. Now let's get to it. So, one of the things I see, and you notice this, it's got flowing water. Looks weird. Boom. Kelp fixed it in an instant. And one thing I want to do here is I want to expand the river. I think in order to do some fun stuff with it, we gotta have it be a little more, a little thicker. Give us some room to work, make some design, that kind of thing. Again, I'll show you the power of kelp. Looks like I'll need more than just kelp, though. I'll also need my water buckets. Alright, there we go. We got some... We like to make it nice and source. I don't want it source water. I want flowing water that's not going to look good. So, take a bit off the side here. Kind of brush this over. Yeah. We want some room to, make a bridge. Have like some logs in it. You don't want like a 2 wide river, we want like a 5 wide river. I don't think it needs to be deep. Though I could add a little bit of depth to it. I originally covered this up, but I'm thinking it's time we reveal it. We're gonna make this all river here. I'm gonna remove. Oh, it's interesting that they stayed up. Oh, so you can kind of still stand in these carpets even though they don't have any base on it. That's interesting. An interesting feature. And what we're gonna do here is create. I'm either gonna use lily pads, maybe some logs, to kind of create a path that continues on. All right, so the river is done. Take a look at that. We've got added in a little sort of jumping puzzle here. Looks a little simple. I'm almost a little worried that's too busy. I might reduce something or add in maybe another tree. Maybe in that spot with the drip leaves. But we'll see. It doesn't look bad, in my opinion. Kind of like it. You can easily navigate. I have to add in a few more bushes too. Some foliage. Ooh. Hop on these drip leaves. Can run right over. I got some fish spawning in here too. Always nice. Kind of wonder if I should name some of these fish and then just place them in here. Like, I don't know if you capture them in a bucket and replace them, whether they won't respawn, I can't remember. I know if I name tag them, I could. Alright, now that we got the river done, it's time to go back to bushing this place up. Alright, so we added bushes through the area. Yeah, definitely gives it a more lively feel. A lot more interesting. Of course, we have the path here. Kind of changed it up. Then the bushes continue. We add... I can put some stuff on the side here. I think I'm going to get some... Oh, I do have some carpeting. Some moss carpeting. Put it on top. Yeah, kind of to change things up. Gotta disperse that out. Make it look overgrown. That looks very nice. Continue along the path here. This is still kind of open because I haven't chosen where I want to put my portal. I think I'm going to put it over here. But then I'd have to find another space for the item storage system. The other options is right here. Or perhaps maybe the best place to do it is to clear this out and have it right here. Almost, if other people are going to visit, I'd almost rather have it maybe right here on this side, to where I could create sort of like an entrance. You come out of it, and then you have almost like you can see the house and kind of greeted with that view. And then, I build some, probably like some mangroves around this, some vines. It's almost like you're kind of coming out of this, and then, I'll have like a bridge. I don't know if I'll actually build a bridge or just have go with more of the natural style, these sort of like paths that you can jump on to get here. So, we're going to work on that. And then come back. Alright guys, we're back. And I've collected probably more obsidian than I need, but we're going to need this to make our portal. Just realized maybe I need to I want just kind of make it inside the trees. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to grab a propagule. We're going to grow it. And then we'll see how that kind of pops up. Whee! Nice little jump there. I like the way the things have turned out. Still kind of functions for a nice little bridge, a jumping bridge. Let's see, we're gonna put it, since they grow in an X, I think right here will be nice. And let's grow. Can it grow? It did. All right. Oh yeah, there we go. We'll have stuff kind of growing down on it. We'll put in, I'm going to make a 3-wide portal. Make it a little bigger than most portals. Maybe even a 4-wide portal. Make it look a little different than the usual. Alright, let's get up here. Do I want it to be a full portal? Yeah, sure. No, why not? We'll splurge. We'll splurge on the side, so we'll put that there. Put that there. And then I'm going to go across like that. Oh yeah, that'll grow in front of it. Alright, now comes the part where we have to do some math. So, we've got 329, or negative 329. Actually, let's see. Let's just make it negative 330. We got 64. Well, we don't ignore the 64. Negative 330 69. So, negative 330. Well, 330. Let's just say 330. 330 divided by 8. That's 41. And 69 divided by 8 is 8.6. So we need... Shoot, I already forgot what the first one. So it's 8 and 41. So 41, negative 41, positive 8. All right, so now we got negative 31. Negative 41, positive 8. So I need to go to the top of the nether. And then I'll make this. That's our sweet portal. But now, before I go in it, I'm going to go to the top of nether and create a portal. I'm going to do a little AFK thing with, do some recording with Greenlight very soon. But right now, alright, so we did find negative 41, which is this way. Alright, so the entrance to my house will be right here. I learned something interesting too that I want to share with you. See these chunk borders? You can have portals very close if you respect the chunk borders. Here. So I can have this, so as long as, see, I won't attach to, it won't tether to green lights or this portal over here, since this is in its own chunk. So, since this is the closest available portal, I don't need to worry about that. I could make, now that I'm thinking about it, if I wanted to make one that also gets me into the nether, it may almost be a good idea to put it right here on the edge. So I wanted to show you this technology here, but upon further reflection, I've realized that there's zero use for me to do this. This works really well if you have two portals that you want to put next to each other. In fact, I can show you something in a second here. What am I doing? Alright, this will take me to my nether portal, I think. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so let me show you where it's actually useful. And to do that, we must go to the Warden Farm. I don't have a boat here. I don't have a boat, so I can't use the, can't use the highway yet, but I will show that off at some point. Ryan did a very good job on that. Looks great. Alright, so this is where it's actually useful. Because I have this right outside the chunk. These are in two separate chunks. Like this is actually in like half a chunk. Deep Dark Exploration Camp. We have the Warden Farm. We can get your catalysts. It's actually pretty far down. And this is actually, I think, where the trick could actually be pretty useful is if you wanted to travel distances down. Is if let's go back to the ancient the exploration camp. Now, if you see this right here is a staircase that goes all the way down, straight down there. So it's not that far away from this portal. Quite a bit vertically, but not horizontally. So this was a pain connecting the portals until I figured out that sort of chunk trick where I could just take it out of, because it was kind of in this chunk. So the second I moved it out of this chunk into this one, it stopped being an issue. because then they're in two different chunks. This was kind of actually right at the intersection of both chunks, so that's a kind of a neat trick I found out that seems to work pretty well. If you want to put stuff closer together, you just need to kind of find the chunks and put them in two different chunks. As long as, you know, the kind of space allows it. It might be hard to like put like multiple, like, you know, like 3 different portals in 3 different chunks unless it kind of ends up right at an intersection. But it could be possible to do that. Alright, so we're back at our base. That'll be a nice... I don't know if there's any more decoration I want to do to this. I kind of like the way it's sort of natural. Maybe I'll put like a... Let me put some deep slate around it, kind of make it look intentional, make it like a path, kind of similar to what I have here with the rooted blocks and the mud blocks. Alright, so we got it done. Got a little portal right here to the top of another. Added a little fence on the other side. You can still kind of get out, but basically if you went through, you're like, oh, this is a fence. Maybe I'll just remove that. That way it's like, you realize if you're facing this way, you're like, oh wait, I should go the other way. And then you got a little path right here that leads to the house. Missed my jump. And you got my beautiful, beautiful home. I need to put some more decorations on the porch. I'll have to think of something, but that's it, guys. We got it done. We got it done. Let's take a look at what we did. Got the portal. Got the river expanded. And over here, we got the path done. Got a more interesting path. Expanded it. Added a kind of interesting kind of river. And of course, the river actually does go out to, does lead out further to kind of like an ocean. So it does lead somewhere if you wanted to take a boat on it. But that's it. It's been accomplished. So guys, I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.